Please, Jacqueline, you sit in the middle. I go here. It's great to talk about the statements we have prepared, and hopefully it will be a different format that we are used to in other panels. I would like to bring in the first statement about carpet and asthma. Carpets increase asthma because they store dust. Myth or reality? What is the podium saying? Krishna, you want to start?
Definitely myth.
Why?
I have been in the carpet industry for the last 35 years. My mother started it, and I used to have asthma myself. And if it was reality, then I'd probably be dead by now. No, but jokes apart, I mean, I don't think, and we'll talk more about the scientific studies behind it here in a second. I mentioned the Swedish paradox already. But even in my day-to-day work in the production of carpets, there are so many other examples of how carpets are actually good for health, whether it be for arthritis or other types of medical herbal remedies. And I don't want to get ahead of myself and talk about everything right now, but dust trapping and the releasing of that dust and the allergens and the pollens, etc., might be, what all of the researchers in Swedish paradox may say, and that creates asthma. But I think the underlying aspect of actually keeping the carpets clean and regular maintenance of them is what sets everything apart. So I'll stop here because I don't want to get ahead of myself, but definitely myth, it's not true is what I believe. I'm alive, so here's proof.
Yeah, here's proof. That's a great introduction, and we also figured out in the Swedish paradox that hard floors aren't always healthier than carpets. Mr. Yoshino, what is the advantage of carpet in comparison of other materials for flooring?
Really, carpets helps relieve heat, cold, or light and noise, and generally wrap peoples in a sense of warmth and softness. There was a certain research project at Rie University, Japan. According to the data, 76% of people walking on carpeted floors show alpha brain. You may know the alpha brain when the people relax. It's this brain field dispatch the alpha wave. And on the other side, when the people walking on the so-called smooth floors, what happens is the palms sweat because of tension, stress. In addition, carpet made with wool yarns. Wool yarns can capture the VOC. VOC is the volatile organic component. This is directly influence for the asthma. Those are the typical advantage of carpet. Thank you.
And Jacqueline Lemm, I think you will go with your other speakers in that opinion that it's a myth as well. Looking to it from the science and structure perspective, which is your field of expertise, I have another statement for you. Carpets can improve indoor air quality if maintained properly. Myth or reality?
Reality. Because I think at first it's a very important topic that we talk today about carpet and asthma. Because in the US and in Japan we don't have carpets on the blacklist as products for allergies and asthma, but in Europe it's always a bad image interior design product, but it's not. So I think when we, as TFI, we are a research and development institute, we do as well the testing and certification, and we definitely have the comparison. And when you have a look in front of you, you have a kind of elastic floor covering or a hard floor. And when you now go between the boosters on the textile floor covering, you have a difference. When you see in front of you, you can see textile fibers, you have dust, you have pollen, you can see the dirt, because it's not bounded by the fibers. If you're going to the textile, okay, we are at the expo, it's a not high quality of the textile floor covering, it's a more cheap material, to be honest, but you don't see microfibers, you won't see pollen, you won't see the dust, because it's bounded. And therefore, we are in opinion in the science and research that it is a big topic to have a quite nice mixture about design, about the length of the carpet, of the fibers. You have the short file or the long or the high file, which carpet quality bounds the pollen, keeps it, and then on the other side, it's about the maintenance, to have the high effective vacuuming of the carpets, of the textile floor coverings. Do it twice a week in your living room and you're fine. You're fine. And therefore I would say definitely let's have a better image again for textile floor coverings. It's so important and it's a healthy material.
Yes.
Very good statement. And you've also given us answers to other statements that we have prepared. So, carpet structure binds fine dust instead of spreading it, reality, and the health impact depends on life cycle and usage, not material alone, also reality. So maybe we only have a marketing problem, but from the scientific view, we only have benefits for the health. I would like Mr. Yoshino to talk about the revisions by Gina and the Japan Society of Pediatric Allergy and Clinical Immunology. What is that you have found out about the health impact?
Yes. Congratulations. Okay. Let me introduce positive news for the global carpet industry. Since 2020, 6 years ago, carpet have been derived asthma guideline. Firstly, in 2020, December the 3rd, the US, they took out their previous regulations. The new guideline of the US National Heart, Lung and Blood Institute has changed. It does not include the word of removing carpet from the homes of patients. You understand what I mentioned? US government insists with the doctor guideline, if there is an asthma patient, remove the carpet for 50 years. Now it's gone. See, secondly, in Japan, what's happened? In 2023, the Japanese Society of Pediatric Allergy and Clinical Immunology has also changed their guidelines, the same as USA. Okay? Then in 2024, a global expert team shaping international standard for asthma care updated their guidelines. They eliminated the recommendation and said that the clinical literature was insufficient to justify. That was a mistake. They clearly mentioned.
So now we have the proof and we move beyond the health issues and go to the value of carpets. I would take this statement to you, Krishna. Carpets are cultural products, not just flooring? Myth or reality?
Absolute reality. And I'll take a quick segue into another topic here. So Domotex used to be the world of carpets, but now I think it's the world of hardwood floor. Still, we have a booth in Hall 23, B92. Please come visit us. There you will see the cultural aspect of the rugs that we are talking about now that are not the cause of asthma per se in this context. But on the cultural side, I could really talk forever, but again, I want to keep my answer very limited. Sustainability is something that we quickly touched upon on the prep call for this panel. And although it focuses highly on asthma and allergens, on the myth, I would like to say that a carpet is something that you hand down generations. And in itself, it is such an exquisite article created by artisans, a craftsmanship per se, right? But these days, thanks to the terms like CSRD, CS-DDD, Omnibus, the EU taxonomy, regulations, etc., sustainability has become forefront. But our company, Formation Carpets, based in Nepal, which is now over 35 years old, was founded on the basis of women empowerment. All of our entire workforce is female. And then with the proceeds of the company, the profits, we actually give free education to the children of the weavers so that they don't end up in child labor. About 30 years ago, on this very basis, Good Weave was founded. Sunny is here in the crowd. Shout out to Sunny and his team for all the wonderful work that they do in the field of rescuing and rehabilitating children found in child labor. So a cultural piece absolutely intertwined with the beauty of sustainability, whether it be women empowerment, anti-child labor. And then I haven't even started talking about the climate aspect of it. We had the Green Awards this morning, right? There's so much more I can say, but it is absolutely, I agree with you. It is such a cultural, artisanal masterpiece that you can keep in your home, and it's multifunctional, multifaceted. Absolutely does not create asthma or generate asthma, but on the contrary, will help you get away from it by being the dust trap or allergen trap if you have regular maintenance on it. I'll stop here.
Can I add to that?
Absolutely.
Because I love this statement, because when we give respect to the choice of regional materials, give respect to the producing processes, which are different perhaps in Nepal to Italy or to Japan or to Germany. When we see what the choice of materials, colors, and the characteristic of different carpets and rugs is, then we have definitely carpets and rugs as statements for different cultures, and so it is a kind of representative part for diversity. And therefore, I think when we see in different living groups with different textile products, we as well have rugs and carpets as a statement for health, but as well for comfort and well-being. And therefore, it is not just asthma or allergies, it is to have comfort and well-being in your spaces, in your living spaces, because you choose textile floor or wall coverings to feel comfortable. And when you have as well a well-designed product and it keeps the pollen or the microfibers inside and it is healthy as well, then come on, it's 2 arguments, or 3 because of the culture, the social responsibility, diversity, health and comfort. So I think
win.
Yeah, I love it. I love the aspect and the perspective. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Yoshino, you spent your life in the carpet industry. When you're hearing these statements, I imagine you would also go with the reality that carpets are cultural products, not
Yes.
flooring, right? What is your statement?
Carpet is not just a floor covering. It's important for me. But it is one form of culture. Carpet is a culture. For thousands of years and for thousands more to come. Thousands or more. Carpet has existed across the world beyond differences like in the climate called hot and religions and also lifestyle and so on. Many differences in between. But carpet is a state with round the world for the thousands of years in the future. Besides carpet, how many products are there? Other than carpet, people develop many products. How many products are there that protect both humans, not only body, but also mind? Carpet is taking care of mind, body, both. From external stress of thousands of years and for thousands, it would, please wait.
We have all the time, no rush. Take your time.
Okay. If you would like to stay 1 hour in comfort, okay, can you stay in this seat for 1 hour comfort? Where you to choose to stay 1 hour comfort? On the wooden floor, on the vinyl floor, on the stone floor, on the carpet floor. Which you choose?
I think everybody
Thank you
choose
very
carpet,
much.
right? Yeah, that's a really true statement that she did, and I think we all agree that carpet would be the most comfortable one. Some might would choose stone, but not us. And that leads me to my next statement, because we talked about the 3 wins that carpets bring to the industry and to the body and to the mind. It goes to you, Krishna. Ethical carpet production supports communities and livelihoods, and I think you can answer it best because of the great work that you're doing in Nepal.
Well, again, I wouldn't say I'm the only one. We have an entire community. I have other carpet producers from Nepal in the crowd as well, so we all have a part to play in this. Ethical craftsmanship started in the rug industry in Nepal about 75 years ago, when Tibetan refugees came into Nepal and taught us Nepalese how to make the Tibetan weave carpet. And ever since then, you know, the country has gone through ups and downs. There was the issue of child labor, but then we are past that now. The entire region was plagued by it, but I think it made us come out stronger with a ethical, with the term which we now call sustainability in today's world, but engraved, intertwined with our core competence was always like, this actually is not just a craft, it actually adds to the GDP of the country. Right now, carpet exports in Nepal fall in the top 5 GDP product in Nepal. So it creates jobs, and it is also a field in which for every carpet that we export out of the country, for every dollar or every euro that we import into the country, 60% actually goes into the pockets of the people who weave the carpets. So it is that high. So it is a product which actually generates livelihoods. It creates jobs, it creates communities, it creates families, it gives families a reason not to migrate, to stay in their country, because in the world today, which is ever changing, even as we speak, the issue of migration is key. The issue of migration is very sensitive. And I think communities, sustainable communities, staying local, having a product that actually sources locally, but then again goes beyond the boundaries of, you know, craftsmanship and exchanging ideas across boundaries, having a product that actually goes from one country to another, but at the same time sources locally, I think has become really important and key and stay in the sustainable bandwagon. I hope that answers your question somewhat.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
It's really impressive.
yeah.
Jacqueline, anything to add? Also, looking at the bigger picture that health outcome depends on systems and not single materials.
Yeah, I think we at TFI always see flooring systems as systems you can't think in a alone way. You have to think it in a system, and I think it's a system issue and not a material issue. And our research focuses on emissions, material safety, and indoor air quality. And these three factors, they give the system. So it's a floor covering system, but a system in a space you need to reflect. And I think for us the goal is to find flooring solutions which are compatible with healthy living environments. And so not just the carpets and rugs are systems itself by material design and stuff, but the whole design of spaces are systems as well. You have to think. So what is about the air condition, which fits to your material of your carpet or your rug, and as well the cleaning system. So it's a living in space system where you use materials, but it's not the carpet alone.
And it's super interesting because if it goes into the wrong direction, we have that what we talked about, the Swedish paradox. You see it on the screen. Look at how the carpet usage declined and the allergic reactions went up. This slide was given us by Sai Trading, and you can take that in mind and to get to a conclusion, because we only have a few minutes left. Mr. Yoshino, what would be the overall message you would like to give to the audience about carpets?
Thank you. As we introduced up to until for this panel, different kind of flooring materials can make you feel relaxed with alpha waves. On the other side, some materials make you nervous with sweat on palm, even if you do not notice it. A room consists of three parts. One is the floor, one is the wall, one is the ceiling. But always among them, you rarely touch wall and ceiling. But always you touch wall. So choosing the right flooring material is key to create a comfortable and relaxing living space. I hope you agree. Each flooring material directly influences your body and also mind with its own unique character, such as hardness, stickiness, slipperiness, softness, warmth, and coldness. When you visit museum, now you visit the museum, does the artwork feel the same for you when you see it from the comfortable carpeted floor? If you stand on the carpet and look at the beautiful picture, this feeling, do you think it is same as when you see the same picture, you stood on the very hard cold stone? The same picture, do you think you have the same feeling or not? Now you may need carpet for daily comfortableness, your living home for what? For your comfort. But please do not send your... So, I hope now you have enough, some basic knowledge to choose better floor material. But please do not send your purchase order to us because we are not carpet suppliers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yoshino. And two very short closing statements from you guys, because I want to give you the space, and then we head into our next presenter.
Okay, I had so many take-home messages, but I don't want to explain that. I just want to say it is so respectful that Zota is here in his age, and for sure he had a bit problems to read out his messages to us, but he is burning for the topic, and I think it is an applause because I appreciate that he came all the way from Japan with his right hand helping him, and I think it's brilliant that you took the journey to come here to Germany and to speak about carpets. You are not a producer of carpets and rugs, you are a producer of knives and scissors and stuff. Of course you can cut with your instruments, carpets and floor coverings, but I think you're a kind of speaker for the carpet industry, and for me my takeaway message is just have a thank you for his initiative and his engagement. Thank you, Zota.
Thank you.
All right, really quickly, I'd like to thank all of you for being here this afternoon during your lunch break, or maybe before that or after that. Thank you for listening to us. You as consumers or people in the industry have a choice on who to work with. Asahi Carpet from Japan, please think about them. Formation Carpets from Nepal, think about us as well, and everyone involved. You are the consumer, you have a choice. Thank you so much.
Thanks to the panel and the podium, and we see each other again in a few minutes, only two before we head into our next presenter. Thank you.